What's going on, everybody? I'm Tyler. And that's Blake. And I'm back here today with the Two Guys to Unhinged podcast. So today, we're appeasing some of the minds out there that think we talk about too many topics at one time. So we only got 4 today. We'll just have the occasional guest.
And clearly, y'all can see that I'm not wearing my sunglasses today.
So that means you already know this shit's about to be pretty serious.
This means I'm pissed off. This means I'm about to lose my shit. Let's read this shit. Now I'm going to read this time. Just to prove a point.
But they think you can't read it. I'm just kidding.
What does that word say, Tyler?
That's is.
I thought it said it's. I didn't know there was a T in it's.
Is.
Let me shut the fuck up. Okay, so is a see, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all right? I couldn't read. Is America actually getting worse? Or no?
See, that's weird, man. Because like, it's loaded. When you that's such a loaded question because is America getting worse is subjective to your situation in America. Like, what I mean by that is like, medically, we're getting better. People are living longer. Medically, we're doing better. And when it comes to like the fast food's kind of went to shit. Because like fast food before, if you went to McDonald's in like the 60s, it was actually like a real cheeseburger.
Yeah, like eating fast food every day could possibly like kill you.
Yeah, I mean,
like slowly. Like it could actually like, because this is something I actually went through. There was a time that I was working so much, and all I wanted to do was just I didn't feel like making food, and I didn't feel like doing any of that crap. So he's like, I made enough money. Why not? I'm just gonna spend my money on fast food and all that stuff. I did that for a solid year.
Broke.
Not broke. I wasn't broke.
It's like I was fat as fuck.
Yeah, I gained a lot of weight, and I felt like shit all the time. Eating just plain fast food is just, you really don't know what they're actually putting in there.
Well, the other thing is
let's just be real.
Well, it's all like it's shit that you can make quick and cheap, and then sell it and make money. Like back on like, if you're, let's say you are one, let's say you got a house and you're a dude that, or a woman that you live there by yourself and you're working. Is America getting worse with inflation? Yeah. Is America's jobs getting any better? No. But it's better than a third world country. Better working in Vietnam.
I'm not saying like all fast food places are like terrible, but I would say like eating like,
I think Waffle House is good because you see them cook the burger.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably not healthy, but it's better than McDonald's.
Yeah, like going to McDonald's or eating KFC every day. That's what I was doing.
You ever seen the video where like
it's a terrible idea.
You ever seen the video where they like had the McDonald's burger and they put it on like a stump, like for a year, and the burger never changed? Mm-hmm. But like all the other ones, like Burger King.
And that's why Burger King became the greatest. Well, because they actually can prove their product is not fake. But
today, Burger King the other day, I felt like I ate a brick, like in my stomach.
Yeah, no, it's not Burger King. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Burger King. Because at one point, their burgers were actually good.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if they changed something, but maybe. I mean, honestly, I'm not trying to blame the workers, but maybe it's just.
Well, they don't know. The other thing is like the financial situation with America getting worse or better. Financially, I think it's harder to get by financially for most people. Because back in the day,
for sure, it is definitely hard. Like, this is just I mean, of course, if you work, you'll get what you want. But I mean, like back in the day, like people could work an actual like 8 to 5, and actually like a normal 8 to 5, and actually have enough money to live a normal like American dream, right?
Yeah. It was just different back then.
But they could afford a house, they could buy a house, they could buy a car and everything. But now, if you work a freaking 8 to 5, you can barely afford anything. There's no way you'd be able to buy a house. And like if you worked an 8 to 5, it would take you probably 5 years. Probably not even that, because houses, to fully pay for a house now, the cheapest they go is probably like what, 100 grand. Not even that.
Like
No,
300
no,
grand.
no. Yeah, I thought it was like half a grand now, like half a mil.
I keep
So
preaching this, dude. The smartest thing for anybody to
that's
do
what
that
they
wants to
used
get
to
their own
cost,
house.
was like 100 grand.
Smartest thing for anybody to do to get their own house. Buy an acre or half an acre somewhere. Go to a modular home place and get a modular home. They make them so much sturdier than they used to. And it's in total with the land, with the modular home, you're looking at probably about 200,000.
And that's just a bunch of debt.
And 200,000 financed for a 30-year mortgage, you're looking at probably 1,200, 1,300 bucks a month, depending on the interest rate. That's a lot better than going and buying a $350,000 house.
I'm starting to believe that they're trying to do. I believe they're trying to put all their, like, they're trying to put all of us in debt.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like we owe them something. Like we owe them like
the government's in debt. What are you talking
plenty
about?
of money. Yeah. Because there's no way you'll be able to own all that unless you really make that much money. But I mean, how can you really?
Yeah, I don't know,
Unless you're
man.
working your entire life away. But I mean, like, an American dream. This is what an American dream is. Work every day, nonstop.
Until you're dead.
You go to sleep, you wake up, go to work. Days off, you have no time to spend with your wife. No time to spend with your kids. No time to spend with your family at all. This is the American dream.
Yeah, it's insane, man.
Just working every fucking day. I remember when I look back at my parents. They freaking financially good from what they did.
Yeah.
That's just how it was back then. I mean, all my dad did, I'm not going to tell you what he does, but he had a little business, and it worked.
It worked.
It worked.
2 days a week.
It worked. He only worked about 3 days a week, and it worked.
Got y'all buying. Y'all had that other business y'all had that with the dogs and
Bought
stuff.
a house,
had a bunch of improvements done. Can't do that now.
Nope.
Not working 3 days a week.
No. You'd be surprised what.
That's my biggest complaint with old people that are like, y'all are just lazy.
Well, that's the thing. I've been seeing some videos like parents actually talking, like how like most, this younger generation, like you got a bunch of 30-year-olds still living with their parents.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not gonna sit here and attack it, but they're not, like, the parents are actually starting to get mad about it, which honestly I can see where it's, because everything has went up crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Because the only way you can actually have a house and you can actually have anything is if you're in debt.
Yeah, 100%. Like the one of the complaints I got on one of our last videos was like, it's about retirement. We talked about the retirement age being, less than 65, talking about it being, 50, 45, something like that. People were commenting down there and they were like, well, if you got to invest your money, you'd be retired at 45. Everybody that's saying that shit in the comments is not going to be retired until they're 70, okay? You can't just be like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to invest a little money and then be able to retire. Like, you have to dedicate that. And sometimes shit comes up. Like, you got to pay for something or whatever. Not saying it can't be done, but I'm just saying it's not as easy as people make it out to be, because you get a family and then you got a teenager that wants a car,
So what if you bought this pair of land and then you're in debt for it, or this house, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're living in it, and something happens at work. Now you're disabled.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Nothing. Fucked.
Because you thought you could just instantly just keep on working, and like there wasn't going to be a problem. Anything can happen.
That's why I say 45. 45 should be the retirement age. That's another thing in America that I see getting worse, is I see they're pushing for the whole, well, people are living to be 80 now, so we need to push the retirement age to 70. No. Why would we do that? Like, let them use the money that they've invested. 55. Hell, 50. It beats 65. 65 right now is the retirement age to draw Social Security.
I don't know why.
Well, hell,
Why is everything going up? Like paper is really going to change the evolution of everything.
well, 55, right? Let's say you retired at 55. You still got 5 years before you're 60 to do things. You have another 5 years then. I bet people that were 70 years old and were great, but let's say it gives you 10 good years to really travel, do whatever, get it out your system, burn out, and decide you're going to be a grandparent, right? You're able to relax at home with your grandkids, be 65, let's say, or let's say you're 60. Let's say you just spent 5 years and traveled, right? Because you should have been traveling in your 20s and 30s too. Or maybe at least 30s. 30s makes more sense to travel. Um, I know I don't plan on really traveling until I'm 30 when it comes to like vacations and stuff because right now we're worried about the necessities. A lot of my money's going towards an at-home generator, getting sheds, getting stuff, getting shit like that. Get the debt done now while the kid, my baby's small.
Everything's low too.
Yeah.
Because shit, if it's high now, it's going to be increasingly high, and if they don't raise like checks or like hourly pay.
But this is the other argument. It's about minimum wage.
What the fuck is this shit gonna happen? Because like nobody can pay for anything at this point. So basically, if you want to get something now, you're in debt.
Well, the other problem is they go, well, let's raise the minimum wage.
But now there's a lot of people that don't want to work because they have to get in debt just because that's the only way to do it. Well, is to get in debt.
Well, the thing is they go, well, let's raise the minimum wage from $7.25, which is you could not live that. That's literally $20-something thousand a year. Like you can't live off of that.
I don't understand how people can work. And this is no offense to anybody that works, at fast food restaurants. Mostly the time it's just teenagers that are living with their parents and just doing it as a side job during high school or whatever. But then there's managers and stuff. I know they're fully in their 30s. How do y'all make enough money to live? I mean,
well, the other thing is let's say,
and it sucks. I mean,
let's say they increase minimum wage. Let's say they go from $7.25 to $15 an hour, right? Minimum wage. You can't go any less than that, right? So employers have to pay that at a minimum. The price of everything else is going to go up because they have to now pay $15 an hour minimum. So everything else, that burger you were just buying for $5 is going to become a $7 burger. You see how it's a catch-22? Like, what it should be is nothing can change. They increase the minimum wage, fire some people that shouldn't be working.
So what are we going to keep on doing until we're making $1,000 an hour and then everything costs us fucking millions of dollars?
That's inflation.
It's so fucking dumb. I mean,
it's inflation.
It should have just stayed the same because everything was fine when it was like how it was before.
Oh, I know. Hell, when we were in high school, I made minimum wage working at Ace Hardware, and I was able to afford gas, food, and make it $7.25 an hour. I could get gas, food, any kind of snacks I wanted in between.
I remember filling my tank in that daggone Blazer.
$20 for
$20.
I had a Toyota Tacoma. $20 filled the tank completely.
By the time that thing reached its end, I was paying. How much did it increase before it reached its end? I drove that thing for about 2.5 years.
I don't remember. I know when I got my red truck, my F-150, I remember.
It was a 1.5 span. That's how much it rose up. It was like, or just a year.
Well, I remember
I drove it for 2 years.
I remember with the F-150, it costed me $80. It cost me $80 to fill it up with the F-150. Versus before, it was $20 for the Tacoma. So let's say it's a bigger tank. Let's say
because it was 20, and then about time before it met its end, I was almost paying it was 50 something to fill it up.
That's more than
double. Jumped up more than double. That's crazy.
I think it's insane, man. I think there should be some kind of like legal repercussion to say, look, the price of everything can increase. We need to quit printing money. Go look. And I understand it's because of the nation's debt and all that, but like, quit printing money. Leave it the way it is. Increase minimum wage. Make it illegal to increase the price of goods. Get rid of some people that don't deserve to be working and add the attitudes at the
Yeah,
window.
I mean, that's the whole reason why the system was made. I mean, of course,
What's greed?
we need people to work.
What's greed?
But you can't make them work and they still be broke. I mean, like,
I'm gonna say a business owner thinks of this, right? Let's say I own a Burger King, right? If I could pay 20 people $7.25 an hour, I can get burgers out the window like that. But if I got to pay 5 people $15 an hour, I get burgers out slower, making less money. I'm still making a profit, but I'm making less money. So now I'm getting greedy. So I go, well, if I pay them less, I can hire more, get more burgers out, make more money. That's what they're thinking about. And that's fucked up. That's actually called price gouging, actually. When you increase the price of goods to compensate like that, to be like, oh, I still want to make an extra 10 mil profit every
and
year.
guess what? Those fucking workers are probably just going to get more lazier so they can just sit around and gain more hours. So,
Yep.
so either way, you're going to lose more money.
What's the next topic there, Blakey?
All right. Should parents actually allow children to have social media?
This is a weird one.
I think
How about this? Since you read it,
since it is so involved with today's society, we don't want them to be kind of going in there blindsided. Because at this point, you know, it's not like everybody's going to stop doing it.
So this is my thing with that. When we were younger, right? Facebook.
Oh, I didn't get a phone until like social media or anything. I didn't get social media until I was 13.
Well, look at it like this, right? Facebook, right? Facebook. I remember Facebook.
Way, I didn't really use it until I was 15.
Facebook was the first social media I ever had.
Yeah,
and I remember Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook is what I had at 13.
We had games on Facebook. So at the time, Facebook had all these Facebook games like Social Empires and Car City and all that stuff.
Had all the good stuff.
Shit. Dragon City.
Social Empires. Where the fuck did that shit go, man? They could have went far with that.
Yeah, they could have.
And they shut down. What the fuck?
So at that time, I would have said it was better. It'd have been okay for a child, 10, 11, 12, to have Facebook with parent supervision, make sure they're not getting contacted by predators, make sure they're not talking to predators.
That's a big issue there, for sure.
You know, make sure that they're not, nothing shady's going on. But Facebook games used to be goated. Like, they used to be, like, absolutely goated. So, I wouldn't be opposed to a 13-year-old having a Facebook playing Social Empires now.
But the thing is, I don't think the games are really
they don't have games anymore.
Yeah.
They don't have games anymore. So, like, why would you have a kid? And everything's on the phone now. See, back then you had to get on Facebook on the computer because they didn't have smartphones.
The only way you could, I mean, you can give them a tablet and maybe everything is locked. But I think you got to pay.
This is before that.
Probably.
This is before tablet. This is back when you could only access Facebook.
Yeah.
On a computer.
Yep. That's right.
So, like, now, it would be a lot more difficult because, A, if they got Facebook, they got a phone, or they got an iPod, or they got a tablet, or they got whatever.
Because there's so many different ways you can get in contact with people on Facebook now. So just take one way now.
Well, and, it just doesn't make sense now that there's no games. So, my opinion, kids today shouldn't have probably social media until they're about 15, 16, able to comprehend, know how to use it, stuff like that. We were to say 20 years ago, or I say 20 years ago, let's say 10 years ago.
What about gaming consoles?
Well, 10 years ago, I would have said it was okay for a child to have a Facebook at 13, 12, 13, 11, maybe 11. But now, I would just say not until they're 15.
What about gaming consoles?
I think that's fine. I think gaming's a little different. Like, don't let them have a mic until, they're 15, 16. Able to comprehend what's happening, understand sarcasm, know what sex is. Like, when somebody, because, you go to old school. Now, listen, Call of Duty lobbies are not the same as they used to be.
I know, but I'm saying, like,
but
I'm going to give my kid a mic when he probably reaches 10. I'm gonna be like,
the same thing as
You better
Facebook.
go in there and cut some motherfuckers out.
Well, the problem is,
like,
is like
they're doing dog shit.
it depends on what they're playing though. They're playing Roblox and they encounter fucking P Diddy. You know, like
Okay, well, I don't think I don't think our children will be that dumb. Okay.
yeah. What's the next one?
Why does no one want to work?
Because you're not paying them enough. No, I'm just kidding. There's actually more to that. Number one, for the good people that work, it's because not getting paid enough. They want to find better work, whatever. Number two, which is the one that applies to most of you, they don't have a fucking job. You're lazy. Lazy. You are lazy. That's 90% of people that don't have a job. Now, the 10% go, look, I'm not going to go out here, work for the state grading roads, making $12 an hour. Right? I get that. That's sweaty ass work, and you ain't making no money. The guy who goes, I don't want to work, you're just lazy as fuck. You got to do something. Like, imagine being a 30-year-old who don't have their own house. By 30, you should be able to have at least a house. Maybe you don't own it. Maybe you owe money on it. You're paying for it, right? I owe money in my house. I'm not fucking rich. Like, I didn't just go, oh, yeah, let me go ahead and just drop this $200,000 in repairs to the house. Like, no. I inherited the house, which was beneficial. But I had to take $200,000 of remodeling. So it's the same as a mortgage. It's a $200,000 mortgage, which is better than people that have 400 and 500 and 300 and whatever. But I owe money on the house. Now, with that being said, I will find a way to pay the mortgage. If I had to, I would work whatever kind of hours I had to.
This is what we're doing basically kind of now, if you kind of think about it.
I mean, you got to figure it out. You got to do something, whether it sucks or not. But I think nobody wants to work because of that. What is your opinion?
That is a high possibility. Yeah, pretty much. Because I've worked with a lot of people. I'm not proud to say that I've jumped from. I've jumped from a lot of jobs. I'll be like this job, then next I'm on this job. I'm not proud of it. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. For the rest of my life. And I'm not going to sit here and, criticize myself or other people because they can't figure out what they want to do for the rest of their life. Some people find it early, some people don't. You only live once. Don't stress about it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But there is something else from being lazy though. Like from all the jobs that I've worked at, I've done plenty of different trades, plenty of different skills. You can tell which motherfuckers are actually not taking their job seriously and they're not doing it 100% while they're there. And that's just laziness. And those are people that, because there's two types of laziness. There's laziness that they're actually at the job, but they don't do anything and they don't try unless, unless their boss is around or something. And then there's people that, just don't want to work. So there's two different types of laziness. I mean, you can still go to work and be lazy.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
So, and those are what, bosses and, business owners and stuff have to worry about because they don't understand how many people that are working under them that are lazy. At least they show up. What are they doing for you? Nothing. You got so many people that are out here wanting a job that would do 10 times better than them, but you won't freaking hire them because they don't have the right background. Well, give them the background. You got to start somewhere. But you would rather start with somebody. No. I've seen way too much of it. So, no, laziness comes in two ways. You have to show work, be lazy, sit there on your ass, be a dumb, lazy motherfucker just to make that paycheck an hour, which is lack of fucking empathy. You got nothing going on yourself at all in yourself. If that makes any fucking sense, you don't understand that, then oh well, fucking don't fucking care then. But that shit really does piss me off because that means you got nothing else going on in your life. You're not trying to better yourself at all. And honestly, if I was a business owner and I saw that shit, I would fire you on the spot and I would find somebody else that would fucking do the job for me. I'll probably just wait until I find that person and then you'll be gone because I would figure out everything that you're doing wrong and I would write it down and and there's videos on it.
Yeah.
I would fucking, yeah. No. You're a lazy motherfucking piece of shit. You know how many times I could have been a huge snitch on my own coworkers, but I didn't because I didn't give a flying fuck. But
Oh, I think everybody's been there.
yeah, of course. But there's times where you'll deal with coworkers that will talk shit in the moment, act like they know what they're talking about, and get all heated. And then once it fucking hits, they're not there.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well.
All right, next question. Would you let AI raise your kids?
Hell no.
I would. No, I'm just kidding.
Say what? You ready to see your first heated debate on this podcast?
I was gonna buy a robot. And I was gonna.
So I'm about an AI sex robot.
I'm like, no, they're not gonna go to school.
AI sex robot's gonna teach them.
How'd you know? I was like, man, that thing can go both ways.
What the fuck? But I
they
would
can
not.
put it in and out.
Blake's getting pegged by a robot.
They don't even go to tell her.
Oh god.
No, not yet.
I would not personally because AI is number one, it's not living and breathing. Number two, it doesn't understand emotions. Number three, AI doesn't know what you want to raise teach your kid. Even if you give it parameters, AI might say, "Oh, that's wrong. Spanking your kids is wrong. Doing this is wrong." Nothing's gonna do better than you.
If you really want your child to understand life at some point, or to understand how people work, if AI is getting thrown in their face by AI's consumption of what other people think, it's not teaching them anything other than what AI thinks.
Yep.
So what does that make them?
Liberal. That's what makes them liberal.
You're damn right. It makes them a fucking liberal. I'm still in my first beer.
I know. I'm my second.
Fuck. Okay.
I forgot I gotta wash my car after this podcast. After we eat dinner.
Yeah, but seriously, if your kid is only watching AI and is only paying attention to AI and everything's taught to it by AI, it's like all those videos you see online. And you have like the fake AI videos. If your kid's watching enough, they're going to believe it. Okay? And they're going to be like, man, this is real. No, it's not. Okay, so... oh my God. And they're going to believe stupid shit that ain't real. And you have to sit here and explain it to them and be like, no, it's real. So, no, I would say I'm going to try to keep AI away from my kids until they fully really understand it.
Like high school. Like high school age.
High school age. Because AI can be very tricky. And honestly, I'm 24 years old. And there'll be videos I'll see. I'm like, damn, is this real? How would you imagine that a teenager that is 15 watching that video? I mean, you even got 30-year-olds thinking the same damn thing, dude.
My dad watches AI and thinks it's real too.
Yeah, I mean, like...
He's 50.
AI is dangerous. And it can create images that look so realistic. It is honestly dangerous. I mean, AI can create wars.
Oh, 100%.
You do realize, like, AI can literally be can create an entire world war. AI can create an entire world war.
Easily. AI can hack a U.S. computer using Russian code and make it look like the Russians did it. And the Russians never tested it with something they created. It's not something that's out of reach. I think it's dangerous, personally. And AI's been like a thing people have been talking about since the fucking 80s. Like,
we used to talk about it actually a little bit.
We were kids, yeah.
Yeah, we were like, man, imagine if there was like a computer that could literally just give us all the answers.
Boom, they do it.
10 years later.
Shit.
There it is.
A little more
So imagine where you think AI is going to be in the next 10 to 20 years.
Dude, I remember the most advanced thing used to be photo math. Remember when you take a picture of the math problem and it would solve it? The fucking the app. Back in math class, you'd take a picture of it and it would solve the problem. Like that was the most advanced thing we had.
Yeah, we used to look at that and be like, "Whoa!"
Like that was like,
There's no way.
but we were like 18 using that shit. Like now they got AI, dude.
You can literally just, it's crazy. I mean, you could just put, oh my god, AI could give you, it could teach you a whole lesson on it.
Yeah.
It could, and the thing is, oh man, that's cool. Like maybe like kids and all that stuff would think that's cool. It's
Scary.
I mean, because if the AI keeps growing the way it is, because it grew fast.
It did. Very fast.
Very fast. I mean, like 5 years ago, what was AI?
Nothing.
That was 5 years ago. So imagine 5 years from now, what is AI gonna be?
Now you got like 7,000 different forms of AI.
Yeah, now you got like plenty of AI. They're in different machines, and you got fucking robots walking around, and all it takes is one little button. Or maybe they just gain their own consciousness, because honestly, if AI can get that, I believe that AI can actually get so smart.
Yeah, smart people. They contain it.
Yes.
I think so.
I'm not saying it could be in the next 5 years, but in a couple of decades,
it won't be long from now.
Yeah, no.
But with that being said, we're gonna end the podcast off to here. Kind of a shorter one, not an hour long. It's 30 minutes, but I know our podcasts typically range too. But
we try to give y'all as much. That's what we could talk about these 4 subjects here.
Yeah.
But the next podcast, we'll maybe try to...
There's going to be some interesting stuff in the next one.
Yeah, we'll try to... We're not going to spoil it yet, but we got some interesting stuff to talk about in the next one. So,
yeah, you guys peace out. Like, comment, subscribe. Enjoy the clips. Enjoy everything. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace.